How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Mojo Group. Mike here. Another impromptu video. I want to update you on everything Airmojo and what's been going on. So the last video I made about Airmojo was just to introduce it. A lot of work has been happening in the background, and we are this close to launching. Right now, we're set to launch in another 2 months or so. Hoping everything works out as planned. Just to give you a quick history of just state of events. Initially was to get the website and mobile app done, and that's already been finished. And then we've just been doing soft marketing and talking to folks who are either interested, and partly why I'm making this video. If you are interested, we want you on board mainly for the beta testing, which is where we're at right now. For those of you who are not already on my mailing list, please go ahead and use the link in the description to get on the mailing list. Even if you're not actively participating, whether you're an aircraft owner or pilot or student, and you just want to stay updated with what's going on, you want to enter your email there. So basically the technology part is done now. It's just a matter of getting all the legal side of things done, making sure that we're operating under legal rules set by the FAA. I'll give an example. Right now, since my last announcement, we tried to work around certain rules, but we did find solutions, but it's not scalable. So I'll give an example. Right now, with a certified airplane, you're able to legally rent or lease a certified aircraft to anyone, right? Well, given a pilot, in this case, it wouldn't just be anyone, a pilot, or another pilot who can safely fly the airplane, or an operator who can safely operate the airplane. So if your aircraft is certified, it is perfectly okay and legal. Now, when it comes to experimental, which is a plane I'm sitting in right now, this is an experimental aircraft. There are rules against renting or leasing an experimental aircraft to another party, operator or a pilot. Now, technically, you're able to rent or lease your aircraft to another pilot that is an experimental, if the aircraft is experimental, but it has to be under the umbrella of ownership. Meaning, if you own that airplane, like for example, if I own this airplane with another pilot, then we can legally share the cost to operate the aircraft. So that's one way around it. But again, we've sort of tested different models, and right now it's a bit more complex and it's not a scalable solution. So to launch and to go through our beta testing, we're going to only focus on certified airplanes. Again, if you are interested in this as an aircraft owner, please leave your information using the link below. And if you are a student or a certified pilot and you are looking to get access to an airplane that you can rent and at an affordable rate, make sure you leave your details below as well. So this is what's going to happen. We're moving forward beta testing. We do need to check one last mark, which is insurance. As a matter of fact, this is the most asked question from the first video, which is insurance. And honestly, I'm grateful to all of you, because part of the reason why I made the intro video was also to get feedback, and a lot of you gave some really important feedback, and insurance was the most common one. Given that something like this, we do need insurance, and I want to make sure that everyone involved is covered. And so I've been working with an insurance partner to help create coverage for rental and leases. So we're finalizing the type of coverage that will be needed when someone leases or rents another person's aircraft. So insurance is almost there, and what will likely happen is you have to understand that for the most part, when you own an aircraft, just like with this aircraft, you have a primary insurance coverage on your aircraft, and so we would have that as the first layer. And then there's also renter's insurance, which is already widely available at an affordable cost. We would have that also. And then we want to have an add-on insurance that kicks in whenever anyone uses Airmojo to rent or lease their airplane. And one of our partners with insurance is Skywatch, a company that some of you are familiar with because we talked about them on Mojo Group before. So Skywatch is, in my opinion, the first to do this, where they provide a flexible on-demand insurance. Really doesn't exist anywhere else in aviation, where you can buy insurance based on what you need. So whether you're looking for on a per hour, per week, per day basis, or per month basis, Skywatch provides a tailor-made insurance for the pilot. And this works perfectly with what we're trying to do with Airmojo, which is based on short-term rental or short-term leases, where a pilot can buy insurance based on what they need specifically. And this really is a game changer in the aviation space, one we plan to take advantage of. So whether you're booking with Airmojo or you're just looking for flexible insurance that fit your needs, I would definitely check out Skywatch. And so we would have multiple layers of insurance to make sure everyone is protected. And again, there's going to be safety is going to be lead in everything that we're doing. Part of this also, in terms of the process, which I guess I should talk about briefly here, is it's not just going to be a situation where you go on Airmojo, you find an airplane that you want to fly, and then boom, you pay for the lease and then you get keys to the airplane. That's not how it's going to work. Generally speaking, when you go on Airmojo, you would find an aircraft that's local to you, and you would make an inquiry about the aircraft. You can ask as many questions as you need to. So say, for example, you're a pilot that trained in a Diamond DA-40, and perhaps you at a location right now where you can't really find one close by, or they're too expensive, whatever the case may be. So you go on Airmojo, you browse, and you find one local to you. First of all, there will be a price on how much it is to lease the aircraft, and then also there is a 10-hour minimum. Again, 10-hour minimum for anyone who's leasing through the platform. That's a given. Once you ask all the questions you want about the aircraft, and keep in mind that also Airmojo would have collected data, maintenance stuff about the aircraft to make sure this is safe to fly and operate. And so you'd already have some information available to you, and then you can ask any specific whatever from the owner or the current owner of the aircraft. Now, let's say everything goes well and you're now going to book hours. So say, for example, you realize you only need to fly for 20 hours out of the year, or 30 hours. So you go ahead and book for 20 hours from the owner. Now, what would happen is whenever you book an aircraft, first of all, the owner doesn't just automatically get paid. That money or the fund will be held, right? Airmojo will hold on to the fund, and then what would happen is now we connect you, both parties, and then what would happen next is you would have to go through a checkout. So you would need to get checked out in whatever airplane that you're looking to fly or rent or lease. That has to happen. So you'd go up with a certified instructor. They will take you through, we have a standard process of checkout, and they'll take you through all that procedure. You come down, if the CFI deems that, okay, this fella, this girl, lady is good to fly this airplane in a safe manner, then boom, then you would get the keys and you would get access to scheduling, and then you can schedule time, place, all that good stuff. But before anything can happen, we need to make sure you have insurance. We need to make sure you go through the checkout phase and you're checked out as safe to fly the airplane. Now, here's the best part about the checkout process. Once you get checked out in a particular make and model, so again, using the example of a Diamond DA-40, you get checked out in a Diamond DA-40 once, you don't need to get checked out in another Diamond DA-40 again. So say, for example, you're based in Atlanta, you get checked out in a DA-40, and then 2-3 months from now, you find yourself in San Diego, and again, you go on Airmojo and you want to fly a DA-40. Your record would be in place already, where the owner would have access to it. So that way, when you want to rent or lease a DA-40 in a different state or different city, you wouldn't need to go through another checkout. Now, the owner or operator of the aircraft may require you to know some things, or they may require their own checkout process, but for the most part, we want to make this very easy, where you'd only need to get checked out in the same make and model once, and then you can use that checkout for that same airplane anywhere around the country. So that's the good part of being checked out, but you must go through a checkout at least once. And so I say all of that to say this, we're moving forward beta testing, and we do need more aircraft to go through the testing phase. So if you are in the Atlanta area, Florida, in North Carolina as well, and Virginia, or anywhere you are in the country, those are just primary states and cities that we want to target. But anywhere you are in the country, if you have an aircraft available to test through this program, you will be covered through insurance through the testing phase. Please leave your details below. Just fill out the form below and we'll reach out to you. And also on the flip side, if you are a pilot, a certified pilot who's looking to get access to an aircraft local to you, or you are a student who needs to get access to an aircraft and train, make sure you leave your details below as well. Use the link to fill out the form and we will reach out to you. That's everything for now. Again, a lot of moving parts in the background, and I will update you on the next achievement that we have. So right now, just to brief it all up, we've got insurance. We're finalizing on insurance, and we're moving forward to our beta testing. And I invite you to be a part of that, whether you just want to stay in touch, keep update with what's going on, everything Airmojo. You can leave your details below. And if you want to be an active participant in the test group, make sure you leave your details below as well. Thank you all so much, and I'm super excited about this. It's been 3 years in the making, and I'm really excited for this thing to launch, and I will keep you guys posted on everything going on. Take care. Peace.